brains.
Okay. So, thanks everybody for coming and becoming a cannabis activist, and that is in many ways the general theme of today's lecture. Several people in this room already have that opportunity, I guess I could say, and have in many ways certainly made the most of that. But I would put it to you that for everyone in this room to be here learning not only about this plant in general, but this specific lecture makes you, maybe not a professional cannabis activist at this point, but it certainly, I would have to say, takes you from being a connoisseur and someone interested in the subject to someone who's ready, willing, and able to take time out of their lives to not only see that they can smoke, but to make changes in the world so that this plant in all of its various uses can be freely and fully utilized. And so I thank you for coming today, and for, if you haven't already been along this journey, for taking it to that next level and becoming an activist. And the general theme of Hempology, while legalization is our goal, the long form that I like to use, and I'll try to say it slow, is participatory education in constant passive civil disobedience. Now, some activists may occasionally, in the heat of the moment, I could say, lose the civil and passive part of it. Those are really critical, I think, to be successful and sustainable, is you need to be intelligent as to what you put your energy into and what other people see you doing. And so, having the constant participatory aspects of it with Hempology means that we're just always out there doing many things to help people learn and speak out. And so there's a number of things that I want to do here today. I kind of want to have more of a workshop than a lecture, because, like I say, it's something where sure I'm involved in organizing and working with people on a lot of different levels, but you folks here as well can do any number of things. And so I want to use this to help get some ideas from you, and give you even an assignment at the end of the class here to try and help us as a group, but even yourselves as individuals think about some of the different possibilities and things that we can do. And we may come up with some sort of funny little pledge at the end to protect Herb. And I think it's just, I don't know, just brainstorming almost out loud, but it's something that there's a lot of things that people can do, but really knowledge is power. And so again, I congratulate you on taking that first step to learning, because that's what is really critical in doing something. And so I guess part of the brainstorming that I want to have happen is at about 25 after, so, or 5 to, oops, 5 to, I'll start asking if people have ideas about different events or campaigns that we are not doing here in Victoria that you may have heard about in other places, or combinations of different ideas or thoughts that you've had for a while. And over here I'm going to try to write a list of various ideas that people may have. Now, I'm not making any promises that we're going to do any of them, but it is something that I just kind of like to give people various chances to help throw out ideas. And so I have a little brainstorm at the end. I would like to highlight some of the different things that are going on in the movement as well. And we'll also spend some time talking in particular about the club here on campus and things that we may be able to do with Hempology 101 that sort of take it to that next level and help it grow beyond what I've brought it to right now. So there's many forms of activism. Again, we've chosen a very sort of specific style, and the sort of extreme end of activism is the overgrow the government model. And while many people have tried to distribute and sell and promote the use of cannabis to help undermine the government's authority, I think it can be said that few have both put their lives on the line as much by getting in front of police stations and smoking pot and selling as many seeds as possible as Mark Emery. And so the first person that should be mentioned here today in terms of just different inspirations and ideas, and obviously if you know much about me, I don't agree with everything he's done, but damn it, he shouldn't be in jail. And so the first thing that we're going to do today, and I haven't had time to sign it myself, but I will later, is I got a sheet here. We've had cards sent to other activists when they've been in jail. I haven't been able to organize it for everyone, that's for sure, but Pete Goodwin and, now I'm being a space cadet. Was it Gwen, or no? Carol Gwilt, that's right. Have received cards from us before.
Chris Goodwin.
Pardon?
Chris Goodwin.
Chris Goodwin. I said Pete, didn't I? I went to university with Pete. Chris is an activist. I'll get it straight. But anyway, I'm going to ask if people could, just sign good luck, Mark, or thank you, Mark, I should say, or something to that effect. Again, we'll cover it on the front and back, and then we'll fold it up and tape it a little bit and send it as an envelope in and of itself. We've done similar things like that before, so I'll get that passed around. I guess talking of activists in jail, it should also be noted that David Levine went in, got a 6-month jail sentence this morning. He was breaking more than just the cannabis laws, and has been convicted of that before. Unfortunately, though he fought all the way to the Supreme Court of Canada, I understand he is still the youngest person to appear without a lawyer in front of the Supreme Court of Canada, and was complimented in his presentation there. Nevertheless, he was found guilty of selling cannabis before, and has been found guilty of selling, I think, cannabis and hash and mushrooms. Can't remember if the other charges... They were dropped, okay? I thought so. But
So made opium.
That was dropped.
But those were all dropped, and so he is going in himself. Again, many activists find themselves driven to what I said, overgrow the government. It sounds patriotic in some ways. On the other hand, it means that you are literally putting your life and limb and possessions at risk of loss to the state. And so many people are activists because they're involved in this overgrow the government in some sense, whether they know it or not. And while we often think of activists like Mark Emery and David Levine, who put themselves out there, many other people are forced into activism not because they in any way want to, but because their very lives depend upon it. For example, I'm working with a young man right now who got busted Monday night with 40 plants. He's very sick.